left in the fourth from what it shows on here.
The Bear says that the Pels have been hanging out with Kamara too much.
Oh shit! I knew he really put that on. I know I could see that really happening.
The Bear is one of those quick reactors.
I hear you.
You know,
look. I'll say this, man. Denver's a really good team. Remember, we beat them on Christmas night. They were looking for payback. That's one of the best teams in the league. Denver is maybe one piece away from being a title contender, in my opinion. I think they're one of the top 5-6 teams in the NBA without a doubt. Jokic, you see all guard play, Jamal Murray, Beasley, Will Barton, Michael Porter Jr. If you don't know about Michael Porter Jr., this guy's got serious potential. I mean,
13 points for 5 minutes, that's still doable.
Yeah, it's still, you're still where's Zion at? Because what I said, he was at 16 minutes when I looked before.
Yeah, he's done for the night.
He's done for the night?
I'm just saying he's done for the night if he's on a 4-minute.
Let's see where we're at here. The Joker's killing. Man, we've been getting torched by centers, man, these last couple nights. And we faced some good ones with Aldridge and Jokic. But let's see where Zion's at for the night. Zion is actually at 21 minutes. 15 points, 5 boards in 21 minutes for Zion. He looks like the second leading scorer tonight for the Pels.
And they've
J.J. Redick leading.
And they lost again. Are they having trouble integrating, or they just run?
I'm looking at Brandon Ingram.
That's towards the top of the conference.
A little bit of an off night once again for Brandon Ingram. 11 points. I mean, Ingram's been on a roll.
Something we were just talking about.
Yeah.
And Brandon Ingram, bringing in another alpha. How is he going to adjust to it? A lot of guys can score a lot of points for teams that are going nowhere.
Well, real quick about Brandon Ingram, I want to say this. And we talked about guys like Eric Gordon who didn't want to be here.
It's the Charles Smith effect.
Well, but let's talk about this for a second. Remember, Eric Gordon didn't want to be here. We all didn't like him. He was very vocal. He was very public. He had a little shit grin on his face half the time. Didn't want to be here. Milked injuries. Came out publicly several times saying he wanted to be traded. Said, he was mad. They said when he was on a bus with the Clippers at a function and that he got traded. I mean, from the Clippers, as shitty of an organization as they were, he was mad coming here. He just didn't like New Orleans for whatever reason. Fuck that guy. I don't like him either. None of us do. But to hear Brandon Ingram, Zion's a small town guy. Brandon Ingram, Kinston, North Carolina. He said L.A. was never for him. He said just didn't work with him. And he never took shots. Same way Josh Hart was a little more vocal, but I thought he was still very respectful of the situation. But the way Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Zion, those guys have embraced New Orleans. That means a lot here more than most places. I know, I got friends that come from Houston. They're like, oh, what's the big deal? What is it with y'all? And they have to embrace New Orleans. And you don't have to. You don't. But when these guys – when you hear that, the fans gravitate to these people so much because we're such a prideful city. And I really, man, shout out to Brandon Ingram. I mean, and Josh Hart, guys like that came over. They've been nothing but great as far as their references to New Orleans, man. And I'll tell you, it's just good to see because we've had teams where players didn't want to be here, but these guys want to be here. They're trying to put something together special. It's going to take a little time. They're not going to win a championship this year. Chances are. Let's be real. But if they can get in the playoffs, make some noise, this team is set up for many years to come with all the draft picks, with the young nucleus. They're going to just get better and better. I mean, people got to go back and look at a 19-year-old LeBron James. Or look at Anthony Davis when he was 19. Look at, all these guys, Kevin Garnett, Kobe. 19, man. Like, you cannot expect a shit ton from this guy at that point, although he shows it. You know what I'm saying? Imagine when this kid's 21 years old and Brandon Ingram's 23 and Ball's 24 and all these guys, around that age.
I nearly broke my phone when he scored that 17 points. I'm a damn Lakers fan.
Hey, dude, I was jacked. Me and my son were on our feet. Dude, when he hit the fourth, after the second three, we were just getting hyped. But the last 2 threes, dude, we were like, it felt like Cubs World Series in 2016 we just won.
And honestly, the best play in that whole stretch, the jaw-dropping play, even Zion, obviously not 100%. When he threw the ball up at the goal and had that second jump.
Oh, just jumped out. Like,
he jumped and then he had a second jump.
Again, almost.
No, the second jump is like, not a lot of guys can do that. A lot of guys have to gather before they can set their jump. It was a jump and then it was an immediate jump, grab his own rebound and finish in the same motion.
Yeah,
a guy that's not 100%.
Athleticism.
The future is bright for this guy.
It is. His athleticism is just unmeasured. It's off the chart. His size with his athleticism is just crazy. He can, like they said, if he's got that 3-point shot, and I'm not saying it's going to happen every game, y'all. He's not a 3-point shooter. If you go back and watch, if you know his track record, that's not his game. But he's got a good stroke, and he's been working on that. I mean, if he has that element at all in his game, this guy is going to just be so dangerous. It's not even funny, man.
And if he has that element to his game, you can more comfortably play him at the 4.
The 4, yeah.
Instead of probably his best position,
Yeah.
I think is a small ball 5. I think
well, that's what you heard a lot of people.
You're going to have a
discuss,
lineup of
yeah.
death. Imagine him as like a jacked up, supersized version of Draymond Green
Yeah.
with a million times more athleticism.
Absolutely.
A guy that has a rocket pack on the back on his back, and not just a rocket pack or a backpack when he shoots his threes.
Look, last word, man. Look, we're coming up here. Pels are down just 8, man. 3.5 minutes
Well,
to play.
I think a lot of people.
Pels down 6. Come on, man.
I think some of these people in the audience are actually
yeah,
watching
we might
the
have to
game.
actually I'm on my phone right now watching it because Dish totally got effed in the B by actually they Fox and Dish they pretty much screwed the fan base over. So if you have Dish, I'm talking about. We have to stream games or watch the ones on ESPN or TNT or NBA TV because Dish totally screwed everybody. Like I said, they effed us all in the B.
Once again, if you liked what you saw here, go log into tailgate504.com.
Yeah, also, man.
And support us.
Yeah, definitely do that, man. I want to say, shout out. There's a big concert. The Dancing Bears part of our group. We also with the Who Dat podcast as well. Saints and Sinners here tonight. But we got a big concert coming up in Chalmette, March the 6th. It's a Friday. Partners in Crime. A lot of other acts are going to be on that bill.
A lot of acts.
Yeah, a lot of acts.
Bunch
yes,
of acts.
yes. It's like Poncho Fest. But we want to give a shout out to them. We're going to talk more about that on upcoming shows. Also, Nola Express Courier. They do a lot of stuff with deliveries. Pretty much deliver anything. Lady-owned company. Savoy Sausage. Best boudin, best andouille you can find, in my opinion. I mean, dude, you see Savoy's at cookouts all over the place. It's badass material right there, bro.
All right. We'll be back next week on a Monday. God willing. Hope to see y'all soon.
That's right. Go Pels.
Saints and
Finish it
Sinners.
off, baby. Let's
Tailgate Sports. And we're trying to go off, but we're still
They
going.
won't let us go.
I think we're off, but
I don't know, man.
right.
I always get worried
Spreakers.
on that.
See y'all later, Spreakers.
It's a 7-point game.